We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we get full baseball slate to go over. So we got that. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One right, one wrong in the world of sports betting. And yesterday was a profitable day for me, but it was a night of what could have been because I had some late losses in some of my plays. Washington St. Louis over 9.5 was a winner. That was a nice way to start the day. Kansas City Detroit first 5 under 5 pushes. The Tigers score a run to make it 4-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. That was fun. Toronto Miami over 8.5 was a winner. Cincinnati first 5 run line was a winner. Full game -1 was a loser. And then yesterday I was reminded why I don't take team total over 5.5s. Team total over 5.5 loses. They only score 5. This is why I stick to 4.5s and 3.5s and never touch 5.5s. That was a loser. Boston, Minnesota, first 5 under 4. That was frustrating. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. That's 2. It's 2 games or 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th that I lost there for first 5s. I also had the Twins, so I was okay with them scoring, hitting a 3-run shot there in the bottom of the 5th to tie up the game. And then they fell apart after that, and they lost the game. That was frustrating. Milwaukee, Arizona, first 5 under 4. Corbin Burns had no idea he was going to turn into Jordan Lyles and give up 6 runs in the first inning. That was really annoying. And then did win the last 2 to end the night with the Mets first 5, the Mets full game. Max Scherzer goes out there and absolutely shoves. So that was really nice to see there. Overall, 5, 4, and 2 for me. Up 0.33 units overall so far. June 122, 101, and 17, up 17.81 units. I've moved on 2 plays so far, and they've both moved in my directions. I did them both for free pick videos. So far, let's see how today goes.
Yeah, wasn't as good yesterday for the site, because once again it's the what ifs. Miami. The over in that game was a winner, but we decided to sacrifice our winnings and bet the pathetic Toronto Blue Jays. Lost 11-0 with Miami on the first game of their back home after a long road trip. Okay, then. Barrios is trash. We had the over 10 in that Cincinnati game. And we had Cincinnati run line, finished 5-4. That was probably the worst result we could have gotten. Maybe besides 1-0. But Minnesota run line loser. At least it was plus money. We didn't lose much. And then the Mets plus 103. We cashed on that one. Ended up being down 2.17 units. Kind of rough. Now we're down 5.81 for the month. We were up good at one point. It just fell apart. I don't know what happened. Shit happens, I guess, and hopefully we'll do better. Nothing else. The last week has been rough.
Fair. Head over to the chat.
And then we'll go from there.
Marlins came through yesterday. Hello, guys. Hello. We'll start it on off here. In Philadelphia, Phillies, Braves -145 favorites, total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Scroll up so I can get my games. There we go. Strider and Suarez. Line opened up at -160 for Atlanta. It's down to a 135, a 25-cent line movement towards the Atlanta Braves. Line opened up at an 8.5 -120. It's an 8.5 -107 now. So a 13-cent line movement towards the under. So lines moving towards the Phillies and the lines moving towards the under in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow, see if we can make sense of this. And Somewhat, yeah. 29% of the tickets and 65% of the cash is on the Philadelphia Phillies. So big bets coming in on the fighting Phils here in this spot. And then we have 77% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under, which tells me the books are not scared of the under money, of the over money here. Spencer Strider has not been good lately. 6.33 ERA, 1.37 whip, 13.67 strikeouts per nine, which is 35%. 4 walks per 9, a 309 BABIP, a 5.53 FIP, and a 3.41 SIERA. He's not been as good lately. And Ranger Suarez, 3.48 ERA, 1.25 whip, 8.29 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%. 2.94 walks per nine, a 305 BABIP, a 318 FIP, and a 3.9 SIERA. If you look at the recent numbers here, Ranger Suarez is in better form than Spencer Strider. Bullpen advantage does go towards Atlanta, 2.89 FIP, 2.85 SIERA compared to 5.53 and 3.85. And the hitting is about even, 102 WRC plus for the Phillies against righties, 103, which is 15th for the Braves against lefties. And this line move is telling me that Ranger Suarez pitches well today. With the line moving down and with the line moving towards the Phillies, it tells me that Ranger Suarez performs well. I lean under in this game, but I'm going to move on the Phillies here in the first 5 innings at plus 125. This line tells me the Phillies are very live today. And I'm going to take a shot with them here. In the first 5 innings, I still don't trust this Phillies bullpen, especially against Atlanta's bullpen, which is actually pretty good. So I'm going to take the Phillies here. First 5 money line, plus 125.
I was leaning that way, and I was leaning towards the Phillies, which, well, I'll end up probably pulling the trigger on it. My favorite play from it yesterday, I gave it out in a free pick video, and Nick doesn't like it, but I like the over. Spencer Strider has hit his sophomore slump a little bit. He's been getting hit his last couple starts out. The only thing that's really making him still look good is the fact that he's striking everybody out. I like the over in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if this game got to be like a 7-6 game. Because you look at the Braves, they've been smashing the ball. 14, 10, 8, 8, 6, 10, 5, 2, 6, 3, 13, 7, 6, 8. They've been going over a lot. They've gone over in 6 out of their last 7 games. The only one they went under was because the Colorado Rockies scored 1. This is the Atlanta Braves team that's A, not losing, and B, not slowing down and scoring runs. Both teams are hot right now. So if I would go after anything, would it be towards the Phillies? Yes, but I know Nick doesn't like it, but my strong play is on the over.
Yeah, I originally wanted to play the over in this game. Spencer Strider's been one of the best over pitchers in baseball, but when all the money's coming on the over and the books are making it more appealing to bet the over, that's a huge red flag for me.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think we're going to get some runs in this game. But I'll tag along with your Phillies play.
I was going to say, I think the Phillies are the better play because
about to be 7. It's about to be like 8-7 Phillies tonight.
Probably, but it is what it is. Hopefully everyone had a good day yesterday. I had a slightly profitable day. The site did not. What's up, bro? Earle Bros? Hit the like. Appreciate it, Richie P. Leaning on Braves, but I heard Phillies play them close. They do. I mean, I've seen this. I've seen them before do that. Morning. Yesterday was awesome. Went 7-2. Been a while since having a winning day like that. Awesome. There we go. Morning ESB. Braves are on a winning streak. Why hop off them? Keep riding the Braves. Going to be a close game. Pretty simple for me.
The Phillies are also on a big winning streak.
Phillies are playing well, and the line's moving towards them, and the bigger bets are coming on. The market's agreeing with my
Phillies
play.
won 6 in a row too. So these are 2 of the hottest teams in baseball right now.
Yeah. Lost my ass with the Phillies first 5 money line. The Reds first 5 money. They won the first 5 money line. Also making the same mistake, taking the Brewers. But the Reds won the first 5 money line. And run line. I'm on the over. There you go. Over 8.5. Good luck. More of a pass. Any WNBA plays?
Yep. Oh, who was it? Storm plus points, Atlanta plus points, under in the LA game.
Yeah. But who did the Phillies face?
Arizona and Oakland.
Arizona's
And the Braves faced Colorado. So.
And Arizona. But I mean, the Braves played Colorado
For 4 games.
Braves played.
That's pretty much the same.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. But who have the Braves played? Let's take a look. Rockies, Tigers, Nationals. Who have the Braves played? You really going to compare who the Phillies have played when they've played a much tougher recent schedule?
And then before that, the Braves played the Mets. So
no, yeah. The Phillies, they played the Oakland Athletics last 3 games, but previous to that, Diamondbacks, Dodgers. Really? Are we really comparing who these teams have played? I remember yesterday I said stay away from Houston. Yeah. I'm going to be going to I'm going to be in
I'm looking that up now to
see
how far that is. Directions.
Made a mistake. Reds hit, but the Tigers. Yeah, the Tigers. I can't believe they were minus 140 yesterday. I know they won and covered, but that looked ugly.
You're about 2 hours out, or an hour and 45 out. We're in Raleigh.
Yeah. But we'll move on to the next matchup here. We're no longer on the Philadelphia Phillies. The Tampa Bay Rays are taking on the Baltimore Orioles. The Rays minus 170 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history. And this one here between Bradish and Glasnow. Line opened up at minus 170. It's moved to a minus 171. It's moved 1 cent towards the Rays. Line opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's now down to an 8 at plus 105. So it's moved basically a half run down. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game here, as we have 61% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the Rays. Lines move slightly towards the Rays. 55% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the under, which is kind of interesting here. Same with the first game. The line moved towards the under, even though big bets coming on the over. Bradish, 3.9 ERA, 1.23 whip, 7.48 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 1.95 walks per 9, a 3.21 BABIP, a 3.3 FIP, and a 4.2 SIERA. On the flip side, Glasnow, 3.43 ERA, 1.29 whip, 11.14 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. 4.71 walks per 9, a little high there, but a 271 BABIP, a 422 FIP, and a 4.06 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards, it's about split. It's ever so slightly goes to, I want to say the Orioles here, 3.55 FIP, 4.37 SIERA though, 3.86 FIP, but a 4.07 SIERA for the Rays. So it's about even. Same with the hitting, 107 WRC plus, which is 7th compared to 106, which is 8th. This is one where I'm kind of leaning under in this game, but I really don't have too much of an interest in this one. You can get a 4.5. I think both these pitchers can go out here and shove. But for this one here, I think this is more of a sit back and watch type of game, and root for the Rays for me, but no play for me.
Yeah, I think this is more of a sit back, relax, and root for the Orioles. I think it's going to be a really good series, but I don't think Baltimore should be plus 150. I think that's way too wide of a line. I think this should be more of the 130, 125 area. Rays are good, but this is also the Rays' first game back after an out west road trip, which was not really a successful out west road trip, a 3-4 one. Where they played in Oakland and San Diego. Yes, they had the day off yesterday, which is going to benefit them a little bit. But it's the first game back. And I think Baltimore, who is one of the better road teams in baseball, and I think they're still the most profitable team in baseball. Them or Arizona. I really like going after my Orioles again today. I just don't think they should be this wide of sorry, they're the second most profitable team. Arizona's still topped. Then Cincinnati's up there now. Cincinnati, Miami, and Texas now. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my boys from Baltimore. Money line plus 150.
Yeah, good luck. I lean under in this game, but no play for me.
That's fine. That's fine. Back to the chat.
Yeah. Phillies first 5 plus a half in the Nerfy. I don't hate that, especially in a game that we could project. If I'm leaning under with the Phillies, plus a half, first 5 is not a bad look because I'm projecting for low volatility with that game. So I can definitely see a lower scoring game where this could be 2-2 at the end of 5. So I don't hate that look. Next time then. Yeah. Tampa first 5, Orioles full game. Throw a needle there, but I mean, yeah, that's not a bad look. But I see Tampa winning. I see Tampa winning this series. But a minus 170, I think is just a little rich for me. Wait, y'all twins or am I bugging? First custom on mom's side. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're twins. Glass now at home. Rays streaking. Yeah, I mean the Rays are the best home team in baseball, so I can definitely see them doing that. I'm on the sidelines. I like both teams. Fair. Minus 1.5. I'm assuming that's the Rays. Most confident pick of the day. Come back to me at the end of the show because I'm still making plays during the show. So
yeah, come back at the end.
Rays money line.
No,
that's minus 170. I would have to lay a minus 1 line. Over is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings in Tampa Bay. Over is 3-1-1 in Orioles' last 5 road games. Over is 12-3 in the Rays' last 15 home games. There you go. That sounds like a good 3-teamer today. Texas, Miami, Cincy. I'm already on the Rangers. That's one of my plays. I'm on the Rangers. I'm on the Mariners.
About today.
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Can't you see that they're twins? LOL. What? No. I'm not that ugly, am I? All right. The marquee matchup of the day, Tim. Kansas City Royals, Detroit Tigers, minus 145 for the Tigers. Total 8.5.
Stop it. Get some help.
Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. The line opened up at minus 140. It's now a minus 143, so a 3-cent line movement towards Detroit. Line opened up at an 8.5, minus 125. It's now an 8.5, minus 110. A 15-cent line movement towards the under. So let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here. See if it points us any direction. 83% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the Tigers. The lines move slightly towards the Tigers. But, I mean, what could potentially go wrong with that type of numbers? 22% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the under. The lines move 15 cents towards the under here. The under could be a decent look in this one. The only problem is the pitching matchup here. Daniel Lynch, 5.79 ERA, 1.41 whip, 7.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 2.7 walks per 9, 300 BABIP, a 5.37 FIP, and a 4.62 SIERA. On the flip side, Michael Lorenzen with a 5.06 ERA, 0.97 whip, 5.91 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%, 1.69 walks per 9, a 202 BABIP, a 536 FIP, and a 5.71 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Kansas City Royals here, 3.88 FIP, 4.06 SIERA compared to 3.86 and 3.98. Hitting advantage goes towards the Detroit Tigers, who are absolutely smashing lefties. 121 WRC plus the last 30 days, which is 8th compared to the Royals against lefties, I believe lefties, which are 89 WRC plus, which is 25th. I see a decent advantage with the Tigers in this game. I would look towards them in the first 5 innings if I had to play the game. You can get the first 5, it's minus 148, or you can get the first 5 run line at minus 105. The question is, do I feel comfortable laying a price with the Tigers here? I expect them to hit Daniel Lynch a little bit here, but do I want to play that? Not particularly. I was hoping they would be a little bit cheaper here, the Tigers. So this is going to end up being a stay off spot for me. I think maybe the under could be a decent look. But I don't trust these starting pitchers at all. So this is going to be just a stay off for me.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and play this again.
Stop it. Get some help.
I have no interest in it anyway. This is, once again, same deal as yesterday. I saw the game and I crossed it out. Lynch and Lorenzen, the Tigers are minus 145. Sure, they won and covered yesterday. They went over the total. I have zero interest in going after this one because just to top it off that there are two shitty teams. They're AL Central teams, and I don't get the AL Central right. So, not interested. Complete pass, complete stay away. Sorry, this one's a boring one, but give me nothing in this one.
Yeah, I have absolutely no interest in this spot either. So
Cool.
We'll move on. We'll go over to the chat.
Yes, chat.
I just peeped. Yeah. We Tiger Lenny's Tigers. We Tigers. Lenny's Tigers. We are Tigers. Tigers. Lenny's Tigers. Sorry. Ain't noticing. Yeah. Oh man.
You almost got
Lyles almost got it.
The first batter that he's not facing, and he puts it out for 3-run shot. That's
Yeah.
rough.
I live in Raleigh too. Interesting.
Fun. My condolences.
Yeah. I have a feeling that's Ryan.
It's not.
Skip. Yeah. Over 8.5. Yurfie. I said Lyles will go 0-16. The pitching staff is, yeah. That's rough. 1-800, no Tigers. No Tigers for me. No. We'll move on, though. Eventually, I'll get some more action on this card. I'm not gung-ho for action right now, so let's continue on. The Miami Marlins are minus 115 favorites against the Toronto Blue Jays, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between Perez and Kikuchi. Line opened up at a plus 105 for the Marlins. It's now a minus 114 for the Marlins. A 19-cent line movement towards the Marlins here. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 105. It's now an 8 at minus 111. So the lines move towards the under. The lines move towards the Marlins, expecting Yuri Perez to pitch well. Let's take a look at the market moves in this one, or the cash flow, see if it agrees with it. 70% of the tickets, 87% of cash is on the Marlins. The lines move towards the Marlins. It makes sense. 64% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on the over, and the line has moved down half a run towards the under. Kind of interesting there. These are two really strong hitting teams recently. But we have Kikuchi, 4.91 ERA, 1.47 whip, 9.51 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 4.6 walks per nine, a 263 BABIP, a 623 FIP, and a 4.61 SIERA. Not very good. Perez, 1.42 ERA, 1.11 whip, 8.17 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 3.91 walks per nine, a 235 BABIP, a 327 FIP, and a 5.01 SIERA. SIERA kind of scares me there over 5, but the bullpen advantage goes towards, I want to say, the Marlins, 3.27 FIP, 3.1 SIERA compared to 3.86 FIP and a 2.59 SIERA. Hitting advantage slightly goes towards the Marlins. 125 WRC plus was his fourth against lefties against lefties compared to the Blue Jays, 124, which is third against righties. So both these teams are absolutely smashing, which my original lean was towards the over, but with the money coming in on the over, the line moving towards the under, keeps me completely off of that. I think the only play in this game is probably the Miami Marlins in this spot, which you can get around minus 115. I'm thinking I'm going to move on Miami here in this spot. Miami's been really strong, and they're a team I think we should look to back here going forward. I'm going to be on the Miami Marlins here. I'm going to take the -114 in this spot.
I want to figure out something real quick. Not only will I take the Marlins today, 950 for them to win the division.
I don't know about that far.
They're currently 11 games above 500. They're currently 4.5 games back of the Braves. And I believe they have a series against them soon. Let me figure that one out real quick. This is more than just today's game because I do like the Marlins today, but I do think the Marlins have a good shot at going after the division. Yeah, they get Atlanta in Atlanta on June 30th, July 1st, and 2nd. It's gonna be a big series, and I would want to grab them before that. And looking at their upcoming schedule, they get 2 more against Toronto, 4 against a struggling Pittsburgh team, 3 in Boston, and then go to Atlanta. So I like their upcoming schedule. I think by the time they reach Atlanta, what do they got? 2, 6, 9 games? They can go 6-3 in those games. And all of a sudden, you're looking at a Marlins team that's 2.5 games back of the Atlanta Braves when they reach them or something. So I want to go Marlins in this matchup. And Yuli Perez has been fantastic. Not to mention Yusei Kikuchi has a lot better numbers in Toronto with his home cooking than on the road, and it's like a run and a half difference. So it's a pretty drastic difference between him at home and him on the road. So I'll go ahead and grab the Marlins here. I can get -112 for the Marlins. So we're going to go ahead and run some Miami action today. And Miami to win the division at 950. I want to place that today.
That's not a bad look either. The National League East is the only division I do not have action in to win the division. And I'm totally cool with that. Because I have action in every other division, and this is one that, I mean, it's Atlanta, and it's really nobody else. So kind of the way it is. But we'll move on. Head over to the chat, Tim. Let's see. Miami -1.5.
I wouldn't turn down. All right. Do we think that Miami smashes them today? Because I would be down for a double. Hold on. I would be down for a double up spot here because I can get it in the 170s, plus 170s for run line.
You want Miami -1, basically. My only problem with that is Miami wins way too many one-run games for my liking.
That's why I'm only putting up the -112. But
yeah. Yep.
Oh, shucks, Mo.
Now you have to get together sometimes. I don't run too many people like-minded around here.
I got you.
I mean, why hop off the Marlins? Marlins have been awesome.
Plus, you hate the Blue Jays, Markel, so.
Yeah, under 8. It's a Marlins series.
That it is.
I think so. How do you know the Marlins are? Did you know the Marlins are 9-0 in Game 2 of the series after winning Game 1?
That's good to know. Interesting.
It's an interesting trend. That's.
I'm looking back at the schedule quick to see that's right.
Jays fan here. I'm done with this team until they stop finding ways to lose. The women's softball team I played on for 15 plus years when I was young and fit to beat this Jays team.
That's not true.
Morning. By the way, it could be worse. You could be a Mets fan. A's first 5. Indians shouldn't be that big of a fave.
It's 8-0. It's 8-0. It could be 9-0 after today.
Yeah. He's saying A's first 5. I don't know who the Indians are. I think they played the Guardians today. But yeah. I don't think they should be that big of favorites either. I'm late. Got the Jays today and the Brewers looking for another sure bet. Sure. We put out the
like the Marlins.
Chicago Cubs and Pittsburgh Pirates. The Cubbies minus 125 favorites, total of 8 in this game. I don't know how I missed that spot yesterday. The line was moving up towards the Cubbies and all that stuff.
I like the Cubbies yesterday.
I completely missed it. Let's get into this one though. We have Marcus Stroman and Johan Oviedo. Line opened up at minus 130. It's now down to a minus 125, a 5-cent line movement towards the Pittsburgh Pirates. Line opened up at an 8.5 plus 105. Now down to an 8 at minus 110. So it's moved somewhat of a half-run line move. Has not moved the full juice, but it has moved down half a run. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one. 72% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the under. Which tells me the under could be a very good look in this game. 31% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the Buccos in this game, which tells me the Pirates are live dogs in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Stroman's been awesome lately. 1.51 ERA, 0.86 whip, 6.7 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.02 walks per nine, 189 BABIP, 317 FIP, and a 4.01 Sierra. Feels like he may want to try to pitch his way out of Chicago. Either that or get extended. 3.48 ERA, 1.25 whip for Johan Oviedo, 9.36 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 4.01 walks per nine, 275 BABIP, about 365 FIP, and a 4.36 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubbies, 3.98 and 3.97 for FIP and Sierra, compared to 5.75 and 4.78 for the Pirates. And the hitting advantage goes towards the Pirates in this game. 94 WRC plus, which is 22nd, compared to 29th, 75 WRC plus for the Cubbies against righties. The Cubbies are just not hitting right-handed pitching the last 30 days. And this could be an interesting spot to fade the Cubbies here, because the line's moving towards the Pirates. I think the Pirates have the pitching advantage in this one slightly. Actually, no, I think the Cubbies do a little bit now looking at it deeper. But, I mean, the hitting advantage goes towards them. But one thing that neither of these two teams are doing are hitting above average. And I think the under is a good play, the best play in this game. And I can get the first 5 under 4 at minus 105. I'm going to move on that one there. First 5 under 4, minus 105, Cubs and Pirates here.
I feel like this one's a pretty simple play for me. What if the Cubbies done a lot lately? Win. They swept Pittsburgh earlier last week, about a week ago. Then they took 2 out of 3 from a really good road team in Baltimore, and then they're back on the win train against Pittsburgh again. Sorry, anybody who likes Pittsburgh, that they had a really good start to the season, and then that's about it. I like Chicago in this game. I like Stroman. He's been really, really solid this year. I don't know what he's trying to get accomplished, either, as you mentioned, either trying to get traded or trying to get extended. Whatever the deal may be, he's pitching probably one of the best pitching times he's had since Toronto. Sitting with his 2.45 ERA. Last time he had anywhere, he's never had an ERA this low before. So we'll see how that goes. I like Marcus Stroman and the Cubbies today, Nick.
Yeah, I lean Pirates in this one if I had to bet the side, but I like the under better because I want to back Stroman, but the market's telling me that the Pirates are a live dog in this one. So this is my way of being able to back Stroman. Still is taking this first 5 under.
All right, that's fine. We don't have to have anything for it.
Okay.
Back to the chat, Nick.
Yep. 1 second. There we go. There we go. I got killed yesterday. Yikes. Morning, Jets. Morning, Grit and Grind. How are you this morning? Pass.
Morning.
Rays game going over 8. I believe I leaned under in that one. What's up, fellas? Shout out to Mr. Razor Sharp Picks.
Hopefully his Phillies win today.
I just took a live pick 'em on ECU alum Jordan Villigren in tennis. I didn't know the Pirates had a tennis program. Yes. I don't follow it, but yeah, they do. Kind of like the Cubs, but probably won't be playing this game unless I throw into my $2 parlay. Fair. Oviedo is a tomato can, but smelling some corny love on this one. I want to back the Cubbies. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? I don't know about the Cubbies today. I don't.
Untouchable. Where? What league is that in? I want to back a Pirate.
Fair. Let me get back to the chat here. There we go. Cubs and the stronger man Stroman roll today, folks. I lean Buccos if I had to play a game side in this one. Tim, check your DM, bro.
No.
Added play. Marlins minus a half at plus money. I'm guessing that's first 5 for that one there. But we'll move on here. What a game this was yesterday. St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Cardinals were down 5-0 and stormed all the way back as they now on a 3-game winning streak. The St. Louis Cardinals, I believe since I bet them to win the division, they're 3-1 since I've bet them to win the division. But let's take a look at the line history and this one here. Let's find it here. Ooh, thunder in my area. Between Jordan Montgomery and Mackenzie Gore. Line opened up at minus 140. It's now minus 139. So a 1 cent line movement towards the Washington Nationals. Line opened up at a 9.5 minus 110. It's now a 9 at minus 105. So it's moved down half a run here towards the under. So a small move towards the Nationals, a small lean move towards the under. In this one here, lines money's coming on the over. 57% of the tickets, 99% of the cash coming on the over, and the line's moving towards the under. That is screaming under to me. And 41% of the tickets, but 95% of the cash is on the Nationals. The line's only moved 1 cent towards the Nationals. I think this is kind of telling me that they're not really too worried about this Nationals money, and they're definitely not worried about this this over money. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Jordan Montgomery, 3.33 ERA, 1.33 WHIP, 8.33 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 2.67 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 3.27 FIP, and a 4.11 SIERA. On the flip side, Mackenzie Gore has been pretty good, 3.81 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, 9.21 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%. 2.86 walks per 9, a 2.92 BABIP, a 4.93 FIP, and a 3.95 SIERA. These markets are telling me St. Louis in the under. With all the money coming in on the over and the line moving towards the under, tells me the under. And with the big bets coming in on Washington and the line only moving 1 cent towards the Nationals, tells me that the Cardinals are probably the look in this game as well. I can get the first 5 under at a 4.5. I really like that spot, and I'm going to take the Cardinals full game at minus 139 as well. I think this is a spot where the markets are telling me Jordan Montgomery pitches well today. Jordan Montgomery hasn't been bad as of late, so I'm going to look to back him here. Give me the first 5 under 4.5 at even money. Give me the St. Louis Cardinals full game at minus 139.
I think the Cardinals suck.
I know.
I think they're overvalued.
But they're on a winning streak.
They are on a win streak. Good job. You guys are on a 3-game win streak. Give me Mackenzie Gore and the Nationals. I'm not. Okay. If this is at home, maybe I would look towards a run line with the Cardinals. At home as a minus 140 favorite. I'm sorry, on the road minus 140. No, thank you. Because I would have to run line it, and no. Good job. They came back from being down 5-0 yesterday, and they won 8-6. Good job. I can't go after them today. I like Mackenzie Gore. He was one of the big centerpieces of that Juan Soto trade, and he's been pretty solid this year. He did get hit up a little bit against Atlanta, but who doesn't? But other than that, he's been pretty consistent so far this year. Any 1, 2, couple of 3 and 4 run games, but I like Mackenzie Gore. So it would be a lean towards the Nationals. I gave it out on Balling Out last night. I am not a person on the Cardinals. I think they had a couple of good games. And this is the perfect time to sell them high after their 3-game winning streak. No, I'm kidding. I just wanted to make fun of Nick. But Nationals for me in this one. Cardinals will start to lose again soon. And prove that they're not a good team.
We'll see. I'm looking to back the Red Hot Cardinals right now.
You do that. You do that.
Over to the chat.
Yep. Where did you leave off?
That one.
Morning, fellas. Morning, Rise. First 5 minus a half for the Marlins. Cool. It's kind of late. Hallie, they getting steamrolled. No way they come back. Who? Okay. WNBA, Dream, yes. Sun, no. I like the Storm today. Home dogs in the WNBA are 15-8-1 this year. So I'm going to be backing home dogs. Nationals, yes. Last 3 starts for each. Give the advantage for St. Louis. Okay. Nationals are ass, bro. I'm done with them. No way I put my money on them anytime soon. Okay. Good morning, fellas. Good morning, Rickett. Final set tie break. They were down 17 outs. Get it. Dream, yes. Sun, no. And Sparks, I have the under. But I lean Sparks. That's fine. My boy, Mackey, yes. Nationals first 5. Nats first 5. Yes. I love it when you guys disagree. I agree. It's good content. Tim, you should have jumped on international soccer with me. Only thing overseas I have today is SSG Langers -1.5 KBO plays tomorrow morning. I'll jump on it with you. LL, it's done. Cover the first. Oh, okay. Could see the Cardinals coming in fat and happy in this one. I don't think that, but Nationals first 5. Cool. Tim, you do know that Rays haven't lost 3 straight games all year long, right? I'm already on the Orioles. You don't have to convince me even more. You said no to the Sun last game. They covered. I like them today also. I'm following that home dog trend. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to be backing every single home dog. They're hitting at 65% this year. Let's head to this game, Nick, which I actually really like.
I do too, and I made a move on this game last night for a free pick video. Seattle Mariners are at the New York Yankees. The Yankees are -115 favorites. Total 7 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, and it looks like the line's moved down even more since when I made my video last night, and it looks like it has even more. Line opened up at -140. It's down all the way to a -107 for the Yankees now. A 33-cent line movement towards the Seattle Mariners. Line opened up at 7.5 at even money. It's now down to a 7 at -104. So it's moved down a half run as well. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here, as we have 73% of the tickets and 71% of the cash is on the New York Yankees and Garrett Cole. And the books are opening up their arms nice and wide. Come on, everybody. Continue to bet the Yankees. We'll make it even more appealing for you. As for the total, we have 52% of the tickets and 79% of the cash on the under. The lines move towards the under here in this spot here. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Garrett Cole and George Kirby. Kirby's been good. 4.6 ERA, 1.16 whip, 9.2 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%. 0.61 walks per 9, a 3.13 BABIP, a 4.09 FIP, and a 3.34 SIERA. On the flip side, Cole, 4.34 ERA, 1.17 whip, and 9.31 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%. 2.7 walks per 9, a 2.82 BABIP, but a 4.58 FIP and a 4.21 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Seattle here in this one, and the hitting advantage goes towards Seattle right now. The Yankees have been terrible against right-handed pitching in the last 30 days. 88 WRC plus, which is 26th in baseball. The Mariners 97, which is 18th. You want my most confident play of the day? It's the Seattle Mariners here. And unfortunately, you're not getting as good of a line on them anymore. But with that being said, let me see. I can get minus 105 full game our first 5 as well. I'm doubling down on the Seattle Mariners here today. Give me the Mariners first 5 minus 105 full game. I got them at plus 114 last night.
That's right. You never have to talk me off of fading Garrett Cole, although he's been fantastic this year. I think he's overvalued.
He's slowed down for sure.
Slowed down, and you don't have to talk me off of backing George Kirby, which I've been high on since last year. And I think this is a Seattle team that needs to turn around, and this is a Yankees team that's really been struggling since losing Aaron Judge again. They've lost 7 out of 10. It just got swept by the Red Sox. So this is a team that's really struggling. They're not hitting, and it's not really a big, scary Yankees team anymore. Yeah, they've lost 4 in a row and 5 out of 6. And in those losses, they've scored 1, 2, 5. The Mets series was 3-7, then 2, 3, and 2 against Boston. This is a team that's really not hitting. It would push me towards an under. The only thing is I could see Garrett Cole getting hit today. So, yes, we'll go ahead and grab Seattle. And I can get them at minus 101. So, go ahead. Give me the Seattle Mariners on the money line.
Yeah, I really like that there. Over to the chat. No Wudgy. Mariners minus 1.5. Yeah, no Judgy Wudgy. Means no Yankees. The big bats must be out today. Yeah. Mo Harris, I like that taking your pick. This Yankees over 7 is really low. I know they don't have Judge, but this game can be 3-3 in my opinion. I agree with this. This is why I didn't bet the under. It's because I could see this game getting a couple runs early. I mean, I could see the Mariners getting a couple runs early in this game easily. Yankees backup is terrible. Yeah. SeaWorld parlay, Rays, Mariners, Marlins. I don't hate it.
Mariners, yes. Marlins, yes. Rays is your shit in the apple pie.
Yeah. No. Yep. Mariners money line. I don't care. There you go. Spanky's money line. Or my bad. Spanky's team total under. My bad. I read that wrong. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not on the Rays tonight, sweetheart, but I do like the over. I give anybody credit for having the balls big enough to fade the Rays at home. That's just not something I'm looking to do. Sir Jorge Kirby. There you go. So, yeah, Mariners nerfy but juiced. Yeah. I got talked off the Yankees yesterday or today. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Keep fading the Yankees. Keep fading the Yankees. Yeah. Yeah, this is not a good Yankees team right now. Spankies, yes. We'll move on here to the hottest team in baseball. The Cincinnati Reds, minus 180 favorites now, total of 10 in this game. Now I get the Reds. I mean, they were fun when we were backing them as underdogs, but now we're having to lay a massive price on them. There was a pitching change in this one here, so this line's going to be all wacky. It opened up at a minus 170. It's a 179 now. It did get down to a 163. I'm assuming that's when the pitching change was made, because then it went right up to a 187. Since then, it's moved down 8 cents. So I believe if I'm reading this right, since the pitching change, it's moved.
It's no longer Freeland, it's Noah Davis.
Yeah, and on the flip side, it was opened up at a 10 even money, and now it's a 10 minus 120. So it's moved 20 cents towards the over since the opening line. Don't really know what it's done since the pitching change, though. And that's the tricky part about this game. Let's take a look at where the money's coming in on this one. 93% of the tickets, 98%, 89% of the cash is on the Reds, and the line's moved towards the Reds, question mark. I don't know. I don't know where the line's moved since the pitching change. If I'm reading it right, when the line made a big jump, it's come down 8 cents since Noah Davis was announced. And as for the total, I have 71% of the tickets on the over, but I have no cash flow on the over, no cash numbers. Let me switch it from Kyle Freeland to Noah Davis for this matchup to get Noah's numbers here. Noah Davis. All right. I got nothing on Noah Davis unless I have the wrong name. But I want to say it's Noah Davis, right?
Hold on, I'm pulling. My covers is being stupid again. So
I just want to make sure I have the right number because I have no numbers on Noah Davis here.
I love that half my stuff isn't working on my computer anymore. It's annoying.
Let's take a look here. It is
Noah Davis, yeah.
Noah Davis. I've got no stats on Mr. Davis here for the last 30 days. On the flip side,
you know why?
Lively, 4.42 ERA, 1.25 whip, 9.57 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 2.21 walks per nine, a 299 BABIP, a 488 FIP, and a 3.78 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Reds, but they both suck. And the hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Reds in this one, 123 WRC plus, which is fifth. The one thing, the Rockies do hit righties better than lefties, 194 WRC plus, which is 21st compared to, I think they're dead last versus left-handed pitching here. I want nothing to do with this game. I get it. The Reds are on a winning streak. I'm not laying $1.80 with this team. Just not. We saw yesterday that they pushed as a minus 165 favorite for a minus one line. I don't trust them right now. I mean, yes, they're winning. They're whatever. I think it's gone a little too far here for my liking. I think this is a Rockies or nothing spot at this price because the Reds are cool and all. They're not a team we should be laying $1.80 with, and I get it, the Rockies suck. I think I lean over if anything, but this is an easy pass for me with the pitching change and everything. I want nothing to do with it.
Noah Davis, he's pitched 3 times this year. Last time was on April 29th. And he's allowed 8 earned runs in 11 2/3 innings. So he's not a good pitcher. If I was worried about any game for Cincinnati to not cover the run line this series, it was yesterday because they were coming back from a 8-1 road trip. I'm not worried about them today. I want to grab the Reds, and I can get the run line at plus 105. This is a Reds team that's won 9 straight games with the hottest team in baseball against the Rockies, who have lost 6 straight games and cannot hit at all. And it's just not a team I trust. They're 13-27 on the road this year. I'm jumping right back on the Reds train. No reason for me to jump off. I know Ben Lively, whatever. I was more worried about it when Freeland was pitching last night, but I'm not scared of Noah Davis, who hasn't pitched in 2 months. Give me the Reds on the run line, plus 105. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Keep riding the Reds.
Yeah, hard pass for me.
Damn, I had it all typed up.
Wait, you guys like the under on the Yankees game?
Kind of lean that way.
I would lean that way, but I mean, I like the Mariners way better. Did the Reds cover today?
Yes.
I think the Reds streak is snapped either today or tomorrow. I think the Rockies. I think the Rockies either today or tomorrow snap the streak of the.
No, I don't think so.
This could be the poopy play of the day. Rockies. You know, I'm kind of interested in the Rockies. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Tim.
I'm not trying to catch a falling knife.
I am not trying to jump in front of a train.
You know when they'll end up losing their games? Over the weekend when they get to host the Braves.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get smoked by the Braves because the Braves never lose a baseball game. Rockies will be my $100 best bet.
Can't do it.
I won't talk you off of it. I think this is a Rocky spot. Give me the over in the Reds game. Yeah. Over for sure. Damn, this guy in the sports book put 800 on the Reds money line, 300 on the Red Sox money line. He cleaned house. Wow.
Nice.
Noah Davis, 6.17 ERA. Yeah.
In 3 starts, yeah.
No way in hell over it is. Yeah. Plus 180 is kind of nice. Yeah, I might pass, lean towards Reds run line. Yeah. Also, D-backs and Brewers over the total. Look at that game a little bit. Yeah, Noah Davis doesn't scare anybody. This could be another one-run game.
I don't think so.
Is any other than Goodnight Munchie? Is anybody on the Rockies here? Because I'm actually pretty close to playing the Rockies here in this spot. What can I?
Nobody's really on the Reds either. Next, so stop it.
Let me just see one more thing before we head on. Plus 150 for the first 5. And the line's dropping. It's down to a 179 now. I think the Rockies are very live in this game. You know what? Screw it. Colorado Rockies, first 5 money line, plus 150. I'll take it. Noah Davis versus Ben Lively. Do we trust Ben Lively? No. All right. Yes. Rockies, first 5 money line, plus 150 for me. Moving on. Oakland Athletics at the Cleveland Guardians in this one here. Guardians minus 235 favorites. Total of 9 in this spot here. Let's take a look at the line movement here in this one between the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Guardians. This one's another tricky one because we had a pitching change in this one. It's now Ken Waldichuk, who's been awesome out of the bullpen. I don't know when they made the pitching change, though. It looks like the Lions moved steadily towards the Athletics, though. The line opened up a minus 210. It's now minus 237, or towards the Guardians, my bad. 27-cent line movement towards Oakland. Total opened up at an 8.5. It's out now to a 9 on this spot here. Let's take a look at the money in this game here, as we have the usual 8% of the tickets and 18% of the cash is on the Athletics. The line's actually moved from towards the Guardians, though. 44% of the tickets and 62% of the cash is on the under, and the line's moved towards the over in this one here. It was supposed to be Luis Medina. Now it's going to be Ken Waldichuk. So let me quickly Ken Waldichuk. Picture here. We have his numbers. Waldichuk, 5.79 ERA, 2.2 whip, 9.64 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 7.71 walks per nine, a 4.18 BABIP, 5.25 FIP, and a 5.14 SIERA. On the flip side, Aaron Savali, 2.51 ERA, 1.47 whip, 8.79 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 5.02 walks per nine, a 263 BABIP, a 571 FIP, and a 4.83 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards, no shock, the Guardians here. 3.33 FIP, 3.89 SIERA compared to 4.02 and 4.99 for the Athletics. Hitting advantage goes towards the Guardians here. 94 WRC plus, which is 20th, compared to 81, which is the Athletics. The one thing that I do have to look at real quick is the difference between Cleveland versus lefties, because righties, because it was originally supposed to be Medina, which was a righty. Now it's Waldichuk, which is a lefty, and the Guardians actually hit lefties actually pretty well. 117 WRC plus, which is 9th recently here, which tells me maybe we might get an over in this game because I can see Cleveland hitting Waldichuk a little bit here. And I'm not overly trustworthy on Savali in this spot. And we have 44% of the tickets, 62% of cash moving in on the under. And I believe the line moved up towards the over, if I'm not mistaken, which tells me I think the over is the play in this game. It moved from an 8.5 to a 9. I kind of like the over 9 in this spot here. I have no interest in backing a side in this game. I think the wave is settled. And now they're on a 5-game losing streak, but I will take the over in this game between Cleveland and Oakland. Over 9.
Are we back on the Oakland overturns? I don't see it, though. The problem with this is that Oakland's not scoring. They're back to their not scoring ways, and their pitching hasn't been half bad. They've gone under in 4 straight games in 6 out of 7, 8 out of 10. That's fine. You also get the Guardians, which I know They've gone over a bunch lately. They're not an over team. They are one of the heaviest under teams in the MLB this year. It's just hard for me to want to go after that. I'll look at it and I'll take it because I'll be honest, I didn't dive deep into this one because you said there was a pitching change, right?
Yes, it was originally supposed to be Medina. Now it is Waldichuk.
Yeah, I haven't really done much diving deep into this one. I'll look more into it later, and I'll let you know, Nick. But I capped it for one pitcher, and now it's another pitcher. So I honestly had no clue that the pitching change happened. So I'll look into this one more, and if we have a play on it, it'll be on the site. So
yeah, fair.
Back to the chat, Nick.
Yep. This could be another one-run game. Pass. Finally, one of you guys agreed with me. Yeah, take a small shot with the Rockies there. Yurfie, Reds game.
You can agree with Munchie, Nick. Unbelievable.
It is what it is. Yurfie, yeah. Guardians first to 2, run line -1.5, lean, but Tim said Central Division game.
I just don't like it. I just don't bet Central Division games, so this one's a complete stay away from me.
Yeah, they should get to Waldy. They should. Guardians run line. They've been a much better hitting team lately. Ohtani over 1.5 hits, RBIs, runs, has cashed in 10 straight. Wow. Now that you mention it, he ain't doing anything tonight. Parlay Cubs / Marlins. I kind of like Pittsburgh. Other than that, yeah. Yuli Perez over 5 Ks. Feeling that. There you go. A's +1.5 first 5. Ooh, I like that look. Unfortunately, my book does not give me +1.5 in the first 5. Let's see what I know Bovada does. Which I don't use. My Bovada is my futures book, so I don't use this for daily baseball. But what is the first 5 +1.5 per them here? Let's see. Spread first 5 innings +1.5 at -145. I don't hate that at all. That looks pretty good. At work, got here late, going back to rewatch both to get a hit parlay. Two of the hottest hitters in baseball right now, Arise and Lane Thomas. Yes.
I was just about to say, I was putting together my player props for the day. I was going to give out 3 of them, and you just gave out 2 of them. So
yeah. By the way, shout out to Real Deal Prime yesterday with the first comment of the day being take Paul Goldschmidt to hit a home run.
Yes.
Yeah. Over for sure. Ohtani has been on fire. Yeah. Stop Gio. Jays, Brewers, parlay looking for one more game. Parlay both home teams not to pitch in the 9th inning, or not to hit in the 9th inning. Guardians, Reds, overall, +135 odds. There you go. Luis Arise, more than 7-hitter fantasy score. There you go. Yeah, he's been awesome this year.
I will say all of them plus money. I'll give out 3 player props for today, Nick. And first one involves Mr. Luis Arise. Over 1.5 bases from hits. So essentially him to get 2 hits or a double. +131. Sign me up for that one. Somebody else mentioned him. One of the hotter hitters that we've been backing a bunch. Mr. Lane Thomas. Over 1.5 runs / RBIs at +150. And then I would be an ass not to put him in there, especially after what he did yesterday. Mr. Joey Votto, over 1.5 runs and RBIs, +175. Those are my 3 player props for today. I was also looking towards somebody who, if the season ended today, could be in the running for an MVP award, and that will be the Arizona Diamondbacks' own Corbin Carroll. Over 1.5 runs / RBIs, +125. There you go. There's the 4 props for today.
Yeah. And I was looking at this a couple weeks ago. I wish I pulled the trigger on this a couple weeks ago when it was 50-1, because now it's 20-1, Tim. Luis Arraez to win the MVP.
I don't hate that at all.
It's 20-1 now. It's not the price it was a couple weeks ago, which I don't like chasing steam like that. So
no, I wouldn't chase it now, but
no. But we'll move on here. The Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins are minus 130, total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between Boston and Minnesota. Cutter Crawford, Bailey over is your matchup for this one. Line opened up at minus 140. It's now minus 131, a 9-cent line movement towards the Sox. And the line opened up at an 8.5 minus 110. It's now 8.5 minus 115, a 5-cent line movement towards the over. Let's see if it agrees with that. 70% of the tickets and 77% of the cash is on the Red Sox. Lines move slightly towards the Red Sox. 70% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over. So both the bigger money coming in, the line respecting it. All that fun jazz with the over and the Red Sox. Cutter Crawford, 5.4 ERA, 1.47 whip last 30 days, 10.2 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 3.6 walks per nine, a 366 BABIP, a 307 FIP, and a 3.83 Sierra. On the flip side, Bailey Over, 3.62 ERA, 1.02 whip, 8.56 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 2.3 walks per nine, a 246 BABIP, a 415 FIP, and a 3.95 Sierra. And looking at this matchup here, this is a stay off for me. I wanted to back the over in this game. No, under in this game a little bit. Big money coming on the over. Line not moving as much as I would think towards the over with the amount of money coming in on it. Right now, it's just a lean towards the under, but I'm not getting involved in this one.
I mean, there's only one real spot to go to, and that's going back to the Red Sox. And when it comes to it, they've won, 5 straight games, including sweeping the Yankees. If I was worried about one game for the Red Sox, it was last night because I was on Minnesota. Minnesota sucks. Let's be honest. They're leading the division, and they're a game under 500. They've lost 4 out of 5. They lost 3 out of 4 from the Tigers. The Tigers. Yeah, I am not high on this Minnesota team. Boston's playing better. They're back to 3 games over 500. So now you're getting some real interesting races in that AL East. In terms of everybody is back over 500 and at least 3 games over 500. Granted, Boston's 3 games over 500 and still 12 back for the division. So figure out throw that one out. But all those teams are over 500. All of them are involved in the wild card race. This is Boston's last place in the division, but a game and a half back of a wild card spot right now. So I strongly believe that this is another Red Sox spot. The Minnesota Twins are just awful right now. And they only have a 2-game lead in the division. And the team that's trying to chase them is 5 games under 500. So, yeah. Give me the Red Sox in this one at plus money.
Yeah, I'm staying off of this one. I can understand the Red Sox look. I think the Red Sox have become a little too public for me.
I don't think so. But you said, am I able to put this up or no?
Pass.
Okay. We'll have plays eventually. Back to the chat, Nick.
Do we have any plays today?
Yeah, 3. Miami, okay. Seattle, Philly.
Okay, you're acting like we had nothing. All right, cool.
We have 3.
Where did we?
Which to our standards is close to nothing.
Yeah. Go back to the. Oh, bye, Tim. All right.
No, I'm still here. I just got a muffin. I wanted to eat it.
Okay. I'll read the chat then. I'll do our work. I'll read the chat.
Thank you.
Thinking D-Cracks could sweep the Brew Crew. They have our boy Zach Gallen pitching tomorrow. Very possible.
Yep.
Yep. This dude was incredible yesterday. Luis 5 for 5. Yeah, he's crazy right now. Nathan, I like the Brewers today. Good luck But good luck, my friend. There you go. I lost with them yesterday, but their ace, Burns, got torched. They torched him, and the demoralized victory smashed him for 6 runs in the first. Yeah, I had the first 5 under. That was not fun. Taking Boston on my Hail Mary 8 game. There you go. Boston run line. Wanted to play Boston yesterday, but didn't. Yeah. Boston, W5 wins in a row. As a dog, sign me up.
Yep.
Yeah. Red Sox got to be tired. Twins. I could see that.
If they're going to be tired,
that's the only Twins comment so far. Yeah. I mean, everybody's on the dog here. The Twins are not scoring right now. Yeah. I'm on the Braves money line, over 8. Nats over 8.5. Reds run line, Guardians run line, Red Sox, Angels, Tigers, Rays, Yankees, Nerfy, and a few player props. Busy day today. Good luck, Earls, and everybody. Good luck. That is a lot.
That's an average day, right?
We want to watch you eat. Says Goodnight Munchie.
It's a chocolate muffin from Costco.
And we'll move on to Brewers and Diamondbacks.
Yes.
Brewers minus 120 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one first, and then we will get into the game. Where's this game? Milwaukee and Arizona. There it is. Ryan Nelson and Colin Ray. Line opened up at minus 105 for the Brewers. It's now minus 121 for the Brewers. So a 16-cent line movement towards the Brew Crew here. Line opened up at a 9 minus 115. Now it's a 9 minus 125. A 10-cent line movement towards the over in this game. Let's take a look at the money for this game to see if we could make some sense out of this line move towards the Brewers. 59% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the Brewers, and the lines move towards them. It opened up around a minus 105. It's from 16 cents, and they're getting less than half the cash. 47% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the over in this game. The lines moved slightly towards the over. Ryan Nelson, somebody I definitely do not trust. 4.97 ERA, 1.66 WHIP, 4.97 strikeouts per 9, which is 12%, 3.91 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 4.49 FIP, and a slate high 6.04 Sierra. I expect some negative progression out of him. Same Colin Ray is not somebody I particularly trust either. 3.97 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 9.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 3.08 walks per 9, a 286 BABIP, a 395 FIP, and a 4.02 Sierra. So kind of actually just like a very neutral. His numbers are slightly green, mostly white on my spreadsheet here. So it's very neutral, Colin Ray. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Arizona Diamondbacks, 4.10 FIP, 4.12 Sierra compared to the Brewers, 5.72 and 5. Hitting advantage definitely goes towards the Diamondbacks here, 111 WRC plus, which is 6th versus righties compared to the Brewers, 77, which is 28th. This line movement's telling me that the Brewers are the look. I kind of think the pitching advantage goes towards Milwaukee here, and I kind of want to back them in the first 5 innings. I like the Brew Crew here early in this spot. I definitely do not trust their bullpen still, but I think I can trust Colin Ray more than Ryan Nelson. I do not like Ryan Nelson, so I am going to move on this here. Milwaukee Brewers, first 5 money line at minus 120 for me. I know you like your Diamondbacks, Tim, but I don't think this is a Diamondback spot.
Not only do I like the Diamondbacks, is I'm not high on Milwaukee, which second place Milwaukee.
I'm not high on them either.
No, this is another D-crack spot for me. I know it's Reese Nelson, Colin Ray. It's 2 meh pitchers. I just really like Arizona. We get Corbin Carroll, who's been red hot. He is your rookie of the year, and it's not going to be particularly close. Although I would love for my boy Alvarez to get more love, but Corbin Carroll's been phenomenal this year, and I think he's able to tag on a couple against Milwaukee. It's just not a spot I want to go after in terms of trying to go and back Milwaukee, especially I'm just not high on them this year. So this is a D-back spot. I've been back. The thing is, Nick, I know it's a new day. Tim's got Arizona and Baltimore on his card. Yeah, I do. They're the top 2 most profitable teams in baseball right now. So when it comes to it, I like the Diamondbacks. I like the Orioles pretty much on a daily basis because they've been making me money. At the end of the year, they're going to be profitable. So if I keep jumping on them, I'm going to keep making money. So I like the Diamondbacks in this one.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I only have the first 5. I can see this as a good spot. If you like the Diamondbacks, wait for the Brewers to have a lead in the 6th inning, and that bullpen blows it. Because this is not a trustworthy bullpen.
I don't see the Brewers having a lead, but that's fine. Hey, more power to you. Hey, good luck, but I'll be on the opposite side.
Sure. D-backs money line again. Morning, boys. Early appointment today. All good. Diamondbacks plus 120. Milwaukee guys. Yes, Milwaukee.
No.
Zona took M boys to the woodshed yesterday. I mean, there's no way they don't win again then today.
Arizona's a good team, guys. Let's not sell them short. If we took away the Arizona logo and we took away the Milwaukee logo and just showed the numbers of all the players and stuff and all the teams, you would look at it and go, wow, the road team should be minus 150 favorites. But because it's Milwaukee and Arizona and people are still not high on Arizona's a dog. That's all it is.
Yeah. Brewers shouldn't be favorites. Then why are they? And why is the line moving towards the Brewers?
Because it's the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah. Milwaukee are in a bit of a slump, 3-7 in the last 10.
And there's 3 wins. We're sweeping the Pittsburgh Pirates. So.
They're 3-0 on the road in their last 10.
So maybe in order to get a little bit more value, you take Reed Nelson to record the win.
Maybe. Or you just take them full game. Money line. I like the over in this game. I could see the over. I don't trust either of these pitchers.
I don't trust the Milwaukee offense.
Yeah. If that was a fight yesterday, they would have stopped it. Diamondbacks minus 2.5. Good luck. Crown him Corbin Carroll. You know. I like it even more that the Diamondbacks are dogs today.
Yeah, Nick does too.
Brewers may not get a lead, though. Is there anybody other than Munchie on the Brewers here? I think this game would go the same way. Woodshed whooping. Fair. I'm on the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks run line. Over.
Minus
right.
1.5.
I'm on an island today, and I'm okay with that. We'll move on, though. This is one I don't think I'll be on an island for. I did a free pick video for this one last night. This was the first bet I made for this slate. Texas Rangers at the Chicago White Sox in this spot here. The Rangers minus 130 favorites now with a total of 8.5. We have Nathan Eovaldi and Dylan Cease. This line opened up at minus 120 for the Rangers. It's now minus 134. Line opened up at an 8 at minus 110. It's now an 8.5 at minus 110. So the line's moved up half a run here. Expecting maybe the Rangers get to Cease here. The line's moved also towards the Rangers. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. 49% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is coming in on the under, and this line's moved up half a run. Now, 84% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Rangers, which makes me kind of nervous. But the line's moved towards the Rangers. They've respected this market move, or they've respected this line, or this money coming in. Let's take a look at the pitchers here. Both have been solid. 2.16 ERA, 0.96 whip for Eovaldi the last 30 days, 8.37 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 2.34 walks per 9, a 2.41 BABIP, a 3.57 FIP, and a 3.81 SIERA. The flip side, Dylan Cease, 3.38 ERA, 1.24 whip, 11.48 strikeouts per 9, which is 31%, 4.73 walks per 9, a 2.71 BABIP, a 3.75 FIP, and a 3.96 SIERA. Both have been awesome. Yet the line's moved up, which tells me somebody gets hit. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Rangers in this spot, and the hitting advantage goes towards the Rangers. 125 WRC plus for the Rangers against right-handed bats, which is second in baseball. And for the White Sox against righties, dead last. 69 nice WRC plus versus righties, which is 30th in baseball. This was a pretty simple play. I have a feeling this is a very square play, and this is why I'm only going to stick to the one play on this game. I was looking to maybe grab them first 5 or maybe grab a team total over with the Rangers, something like that. But I don't like the way that the Rangers have become a little bit too public here. I'm just going to stick with the Rangers money line, which I got at minus 125 last night.
The Rangers money line?
Yes.
At this point, you'd have to run line it. Because it's sitting up in the 140s. But
it is. Wow.
Yeah. So I'll jump on it with you because I really like Nathan Eovaldi. He's been fantastic. And as much as I was hoping that the White Sox would actually turn it around, they're not going to. Although they are only 5.5 games back at 12 games under 500. So if there's a team that's double-digit games under 500 that's going to come back to try to have a shot at the division, it's going to be
Cardinals.
The White Sox. But I'm on the Texas Rangers today, and I could see them putting up double digits. Dylan Cease has not been as good as we were expecting this year. I know I had a Cy Young ticket on him. I thought he was going to be a lot better this year. I thought he was going to be a lot better than he is right now. But I'll take Nathan Eovaldi and the Texas Rangers, and I'm expecting them to put up some runs. I would look towards your team total over because I could easily see this one being 9-3.
It's a 4.5 at even money. I'm staring at the first 5 money line minus 140 and the team total over 4.5 at even money. I don't think I'm going to get to either of them because I just have to
Texas run line.
That works. Let's take a look here at the chat. Love the Rangers here, but not paying much juice for the better team. Yeah, I'm going first 5 money lines today. There you go. I'm going with Earle on this one. Saw his video last night. Appreciate it. Go Power Rangers. Just landed from my flight. I missed a lot. Best play today.
Did you clap when you landed?
Huh?
Did you clap when you landed? Seattle and Miami.
Parlay, Red Sox, Rangers, Red Ranger. Clever. Rangers played the most one-run game statistically. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm glad I got the minus 125 rather than having to lay a run line or a minus 1 line. And I would still only, if I had to play it now, I would lay the 134 on it. I mean, I'm not afraid of that much juice. 140 is my cutoff.
Yeah, I took Texas run line.
Yeah. Seager over 1.5. This can be 8-2 Rangers.
It can be
8.5. I'm kind of thinking maybe the over in this game.
I wouldn't talk. I would grab an over with you.
Let me take one last look here.
I kind of like the over as well because I think Texas puts up.
Yeah, I want to move on the over in this game. I'm going to move on the over 8.5 as well in this game. That's going to be my second play on this one. With all the money coming in on the under and the line moving up half a run, I get it. Cease and Eovaldi are very sexy names. They are. But no, give me the over in this game. Over 8.5 at minus 110. I was looking. Yeah, I knew I was looking to make a second play in this game. It was just not one of the ones I was originally looking at. With the way that 97% of the cast is on the under, and yet those lines moved up half a run to 8.5, screams at this game that Dylan Cease gets tagged in this game. I 100% believe Dylan Cease gets tagged here.
There you go.
Leaning more towards Rangers run line. Yeah. We'll move on, though. The New York Mets are at the Houston Astros. The Astros minus 145 favorites, total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here between Verlander and Valdez. Line opened up at 135 for the Astros. It's now up to a 142, a 7-cent line movement towards the Houston Astros in this game. Line opened up at a 7.5 plus 105. It's a 7.5 minus 103 now. An 8-cent line movement towards the over in this spot between Verlander and Valdez. We have 58% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the Astros. The lines move towards the Astros. We have 70% of tickets and 74% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the over here. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Verlander, 4.18 ERA, 1.25 whip, 7.71 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 2.57 walks per nine, a 293 BABIP, a 3.8 FIP, and a 4.35 SIERA. On the flip side, Valdez, 1.22 ERA, 0.88 whip, 7.94 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 2.12 walks per nine, a 242 BABIP, a 238 FIP, and a 3.73 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Mets in this game. 4.27 FIP, 3.38 SIERA compared to 4.53 and 4.18. And the hitting advantage goes towards the Mets as well. 122 WRC plus versus lefties, which is 7th, compared to 104, which is 9th for Valdez. The line's moving towards the Astros. So bigger bets are coming in on the Astros. But I think the Mets have the hitting advantage. I think the pitching advantage goes towards the Astros with Valdez in this spot. I really like Valdez. He's somebody that I'm holding a Cy Young ticket for both McClanahan and Valdez. I'm hoping to get paid on one of them this year. This is a stay off spot for me. I want nothing to do with this game. I'll sit back and watch this game, but I have no interest in betting this game here at the spot.
I like multiple things in this game, actually, and I'm actually going to add a player prop to it as well. It is Justin Verlander revenge game day. He played for the Astros. Nick, you know how long he played for the Astros for?
5 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that long, right?
He received his World Series ring yesterday.
Yeah, it's a revenge game for him. So first things first, let's go ahead and take Justin Verlander over 5.5 strikeouts at plus 108. I think this is a good revenge game angle here, and I think he has a solid start. And I will be on the Mets today. I gave that out as a free pick video on ESB, and B, I gave it out on Ballin' Out. And it's not me backing the Mets. It's me fading this Astros team right now. They've lost 7 out of 10 in 5 straight games. And those were against Nationals for the last game of that series. Got swept by the Reds. All of this at home, by the way. And then they just lost to the Mets last night, 11-1. I think this is a bounce back, not a bounce back, but I think this is a good Mets turning around a little bit spot. We'll see how that goes. But Justin Verlander, and another big thing that we're looking at, maybe even look towards a Houston team total under. Just because you look at this Homestead that they've been on. 1 run last night. They had the 7 against Cincinnati. Fine, whatever. 3-1-1-5-6. And then, well, the first 2 were against Patrick Corbin and Josiah Gray. So, whatever. This is a Houston Astros team that's really feeling the effect of not having Yordan Alvarez. That big bat in the middle of the lineup. There's no scare piece anymore. Altuve's not hitting well. Tucker's kind of struggling right now. Brew's hitting a little bit better, but even him struggling. Pena, they expected to be good, not playing well. It's more of a fade of the Houston Astros than a backing of the New York Mets. But I like the New York Mets in this one. It's a Justin Verlander revenge game. I want to grab it at plus 131. Do you have any objections against it?
It's a tricky spot for me because, if I'm following market moves, it leans me towards Houston in this game. But this is a spot where I don't trust Houston at the moment. I feel stupid that I took them to win the division at minus 115 when I could have gotten a way better price now. I really like Valdez. Maybe Valdez is one of those pitchers that stops the bleeding. But on the flip side, the Mets are scoring runs right now. I think I would look towards the over in this game if I had to play a total in this spot, Tim. Even though Valdez is on the mountain, the Mets are smashing lefties. And I think Verlander can give up a couple runs as well. And I get it. This is his revenge game against the Astros, who he just played for. I think if I had to play anything in this game, though, it's the Mets team total over 3.5 at minus 105. Because when you look at what the Mets have done lately with their scoring, 11, 7, 3, 6, 4, 6, 1, 5, 7, 10, 5, 4, 4. They're not winning baseball games, but they're scoring runs. So that would probably be my lean if I had to back the Mets here as the team total over.
I'm going to probably end up loading up the Mets plus 131.
I'm not personally betting it, but it is what it is. I'm not personally betting this game. I'll sit back and I don't know for the Mets, whatever. But I mean, this is not a game that I particularly want to put money on.
Sounds good. Go back to the chat. I'm quickly typing up a couple of things.
Yeah. Yep. Go over 8.5. Yep. The Mets made me money last night.
The only problem with the over in that Mets game is I don't trust Houston to score anything.
Fair. The Mets are scoring runs though, and they've been a good over team as of late. Keep fading Houston. Yeah, Houston's not been as good, and I'm kind of writing off all my Houston future. I have way too much money on the Houston Astros futures. I have them to win the division over 96.5 wins, to win the West, or to win the AL, to win the World Series. I have way too much futures on that.
Oh, well, sorry. Real quick, one more player prop for that Mets game. I'm taking the player that, since getting his second kid, has hit 2 home runs. He's hit a home run in back-to-back games. Let's take Mr. Lindor over 1.5 runs and RBIs at plus 175.
Are you sprinkling the home run prop?
No.
Okay. Wow, the Mets have finally have arrived. Finally, it's been one game.
Yeah, it's been one game. I'm not sold on it yet.
Yeah, everyone was on the Astros last night. I was not. The only thing is the line was moving towards the Mets last night. It's moving against the Mets right now. I don't know who I will take. Your guys' pick on this one. Yeah, I'm passing. Yeah, pass. I thought it was Verlander, Scherzer number 1, Verlander number two run line. There you go. Since I was going on the Mets last night, I'm on them again. There you go. Not everybody, Fernando. Yeah. Verlander over 5 Ks. I think he pitched his ball, and that's just me though. Fair. My bad, sweetheart. Some people were over. Ride the wave. Good luck. Wasn't going to play it, but we'll take the Mets on the 8-game parlay. Good luck. We don't need many runs from the Astros. The Mets are going to score them. If you're looking at that, Mets team total over 3.5. Padres and Giants in this one here. Giants or Padres minus 115 favorites, total 8.5. What a heartbreaking ending to that game for the Padres last night. A walk-off home run when you were up a couple runs for the Giants. Line opened up at a minus 105. It's up to a minus 114 for the Padres. 9-cent line movement towards them. Line opened up at a 8.5 minus 110. It's now 8.5 minus 122. Let's take a look at the cash flow coming in on this game here for the Padres. I do not have the cash numbers on the total, but it's 65% of the tickets on the over, 56% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the Giants. And the Lions move towards the Padres. Let me make sure that the pitching matchup's correct here, because Seth Lugo versus Antonio Desclafani in this one here. Let me put in the bullpen for Padres. So I have the bullpen number for the Padres. Go. Seth Lugo has not pitched in the last 30 days. I don't have any numbers on him. Desclafani's been terrible. 6.44 ERA, 1.57 whip, 7.67 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%, 3.68 walks per nine, a 333 BABIP, a 477 FIP, and a 4.79 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants, 2.97 FIP, 3.42 SIERA compared to 4.67 and 3.8. Hitting advantage does go towards the Giants, 111 WRC plus, which is 5th compared to 102, which is 10th. Still, Padres hitting pretty well. And this line is telling me Padres all the way. The line's moving towards the Padres. The money's coming on the Giants. I don't like Desclafani. I see the Padres. I'm gonna play the Padres in the first 5, not the full game though. But I'm gonna look towards the Padres here in this spot. -118 in the first 5 innings. This is a Padres team that I think last night really hurt, but I think they're turning a corner here, and I'm looking to back the Padres. So Padres here, first 5 for me at -118.
Nope. I don't. The Giants have won 8 straight. They're in a very similar boat as the Cincinnati Reds right now, a team that I do not want to fade. And trust me, I would love to see both these two teams start to lose more games because, the Mets are trying to catch them. But this is a Giants team that's red hot right now, and they're at even money. I don't mind Desclafani. It's just good luck to you on the Padres bet. I cannot fade the Giants right now. Once again, this is a very similar spot to the Cincinnati Reds. If the Giants were to have lost a game, it would have been yesterday in the first game of the series after facing the Dodgers. It was not. Now, could the Padres win today? Sure, they could. I would be looking towards the Giants, if anything, in this game. And I don't mind Desclafani. So I would ride the big streak with the Giants. I want nothing to do with the Padres right now. I know you're super high in the Padres. I still think that the top 3 in the division are Arizona, San Fran, LA. I think LA barely sneaks into a wild card, if that.
Yeah, right now they're the 3rd wild card spot, the LA Dodgers. So
we'll see how that goes. But no, this would be a Giant spot for me.
Yeah, I like that. The Mets team total over 3.5. There you go. Hit the like, appreciate it. Time to rewind. All right. That will be a great play. Mets team total over 3.5. Yeah, I like it. I didn't bet it, but yeah. I like the over in this Padres game. Yeah. I like San Diego today. Me too. And over 8.5. Oh, I don't hate the over. But we'll move on to the final matchup of the night. The Dodgers, -125 favorites against the Angels, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Clayton Kershaw and Reed Detmers. Wow, this line opened up at a 155. It's down to a 124. Massive line movement towards the LA Angels. Total opened up at a 9 at +105. It's down to a 9 at even money, a 5-cent line movement towards the under. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game. We have 44% of the tickets, 59% of the cash is on the Dodgers, but yet the lines move towards the Angels in this game. 39% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the under, and the lines move towards the under in this spot here. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. Clayton Kershaw, Reed Detmers. Kershaw, 3.77 ERA, 1.26 whip, 10.99 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%, 3.14 walks per 9, a 2.96 BABIP, a 4.14 FIP, and a 3.46 SIERA. On the flip side, Reed Detmers has been solid, 3.95 ERA, 1.39 whip, 11.52 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. Walks and BABIP are a little high, 3.95 walks per 9 and a 3.48 BABIP, but a 2.97 FIP and a 3.8 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Dodgers here in this spot, 4.42 FIP, 3.57 SIERA compared to 4.9 and 4.86. Hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers here, 145 WRC plus versus lefties, which is number 1 in baseball the last 30 days. On the flip side, 116 WRC plus, which is 10th for the Angels. I'm staying off this game. This is a pass to end the slate for me. I would lean towards the over if I had to play anything in this game, and I'll lean towards the Angels if I had to play anything in this game, but it's a pass for me. I think the lines move too much for the Angels now.
I don't think so. I know everybody, it's Clayton Kershaw. I like the Angels. They're home dogs, and this is an Angels team that's winning games. They passed Houston. They're trying to go and try to catch Texas now. This is a, believe it or not, this is an Angels team that has a shot to make the playoffs this year. Although I don't think they're currently in a spot right now. They are very close. Let's see. Wild card. They are in a playoff spot right now. They're in that second wild card spot. I don't hate the Angels this year. I think they actually have a solid shot to make the playoffs. And as crazy as that sounds, they've been winning games, and it's Reed Detmers. I've liked Reed Detmers for a while, but I know he hasn't had the best of years this year. I will say that. I know he hasn't had a good year this year, but I like Reed Detmers to get the job done. I think Clayton Kershaw is starting to feel that age a little bit, although he's been solid this year. A 2.95 ERA. I think he'll eventually catch up to him, but this is an Angel spot for me. I'll grab them at plus 115.
Yeah, and looking at some player props, Tim. Well, that I kind of like. Trout home run plus 350. Trout over 1.5 runs and RBIs at plus 150.
I don't hate those. I'm just I don't mind that at all. You know what, that sounds like I've already have a couple of props sprinkled across the bottom, all of them plus money. So I'm not going to talk you off of them, but this is I'm just going to stick to what I got for right now.
Yeah.
So
I'll pull the trigger on this one here. Los Angeles Angels first 5 money line plus 110. First 5 money line plus 110. LA Angels.
Thank you. I was just about to ask. I'm going to go ahead and load up the Angels. It's just a Dodger team that I want to fade.
Yeah, look for Trout props and Shohei props as well. I mean, those are kind of obvious, but they're against the Dodgers. This is the Freeway Series. I want to say it's not the Subway Series. It's the Battle of the Freeway, something like that. But yeah, I'll end it here with the LA Angels.
Yes, Angels.
First 5 plus 110. Sorry, I'm writing it down in my book.
You're good.
There we go.
Go back
over to the chat.
Ohtani homer is not a bad option either. I saw the chat about
that. Give me Los Gigantes. All right, bro. Y'all twins. Who's Earle? We're both Earle.
Both Earle. That's our last name.
Dodgers run line. No. Giants will be more prepared than yesterday. Fair. Y'all went over Reds game. Yeah. We went over it. I got the Rockies first 5.
I like the Reds to blow them out.
Yeah, nah, they're brothers and sisters. Yeah, don't worry about my sister Tim here.
Fuck you.
Kind of like the Dodgers today, but probably won't touch them. Dodgers are fighting each other in the locker room. Yeah. Ohtani home run. Won't talk you off of that. Dodgers first 5. No. He has 9 in the past 15 consecutive games. There you go. 25 hits in those games too. Yeah. I saw an interesting post yesterday. Somebody put out a post saying, who is the most dynamic you have to pick a team here, the most dynamic pitcher and hitter combo. And somebody said the Angels with Shohei Ohtani and Shohei Ohtani.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
But that is everything. Oh, we have one more chat here. Tim the best Earle. I don't know about that.
Yay.
But
that's fine.
Yep. But that is everything for today's slate. You know what that means, Tim. You know what it's time for, right?
Yes.
Housekeeping. Time
for housekeeping, Tim.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website, all linked down below. Make sure you guys check out Ballin' Out with Tim Earle on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel. That premiered at 7 a.m. I know we already went over all the games. Go ahead, just leave a like over there. Show the boss man I'm doing a good job. We appreciate you guys doing that. And then make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. Recap time. I like Philly in the over. You know I like my Baltimore Orioles. On the Marlins, I like the Cubbies. I like the Nationals. I like the Mariners. The Reds run line. I'm a big component for the D-backs constantly, pretty much every single day, along with the Orioles every single day. Texas run line in the over. The Mets. I like the Giants again and the Angels.
Yeah, I'm on the Philadelphia Phillies first 5 money line plus 125. Miami Marlins money line minus 114. Chicago Pittsburgh first 5 under 4 minus 105. St. Louis, Washington, first 5 under 4, even money. St. Louis Cardinals, full game, minus 139. Mariners, first 5, minus 105. Mariners, full game, plus 114. Cleveland, Oakland, over 9, minus 105. Colorado Rockies, first 5, plus 150. Milwaukee Brewers, first 5, minus 120. Texas Rangers, minus 125, full game. Texas, Chicago, over 8.5, minus 110. Padres, first 5, minus 118. Angels, first 5, plus 110. And I'm looking to make a play on one WNBA game today. I don't remember if you said you mentioned if you like them or not. I am looking at the Los Angeles Sparks at -6.
I have the under, so that's fine.
That's my only WNBA play today.
I have the under in the Sparks game, and the other 2 games I have the dogs. There you go. But that should pretty much wrap it up. I don't know. Best of luck today. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Otani time and Mike Trout. I could see both of those. We'll see you guys tomorrow for another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show.